Yeah, I would go so far as to describe it as prolific. So any platform that you go on. I mean, and it's not just Singapore that it's an issue. Because Singapore legislation recognises all of the major international jurisdictions for car seat regulations. And so if it doesn't meet any of those and it doesn't have the certification stickers for that, the chance of it just being crash tested are really low. When an accident occurs, it is unlikely to be able to provide protection. And even further than that, it can potentially shatter in the accident and it itself can cause injury. Secondly, it's unlikely to have fire retardant materials that it's made of. So that is always part of the crash test standard. Now, in a scenario like that, you absolutely don't want the child's car seat, the child may be fine at this point, the child's car seat to be flammable. And so that's why having flame retardant treatments on all of the car seats is really important and why it's part of the crash test standard for all of those major jurisdictions. Yeah, I think 90% of the fakes would be easily identified because they don't have a label on them. The remaining 10%, possibly have what could look like a normal label, but I think if you try and check for whether they have a certification label, that's the best place to start. 5 certifications that the Singapore legislation recognises: the prevailing European standard, the American standard, the Australian New Zealand standard, the Japanese standard, which is a local language mimic of the European standard, and also the British standard. But the British standard is not in use anymore, so you won't actually find a British car seat. Australian car seats will have a black and white sticker. You'll see like a little red box with 3 ticks in it, and that's part of the Australian New Zealand standard. Those seats are very uncommon. Like an American car seat will have a phrase on there that says, "This child restraint is certified for use in motor vehicles." Sometimes it will say motor vehicles and aircraft. And then the third type of sticker is the European sticker. It's very recognisable. It's orange with an E in the circle. And the European car seats represent 90% of the car seats on the market in Singapore. So if you can recognise that one by sight, that's a great place to start.